Hi everyone, this is Daisy and welcome to my channel. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. For today's video, I'll give you the update on my succulent after cleaning them up. So it took me 7 days to clean up everything. Actually not everything because there are still small parts that I haven't cleaned up. So anyway, but most of them I have already done cleaning up. So we are going to start here in the last spot. This is my Purple Delight. So I removed the weeds from the pot, removed the dried leaves, mushy leaves. So this is my ghosty. So look at the color, it's so pretty. So it has a stress color now. This is another pot of my ghosty. So they are potted in a white pot. It's a square one. So it's wet because it rained again last night. Actually, the weather today is gloomy again. So this is my golden sunset sedum Adolphi, but the color is not that stressed. And this is my path or the community path of a succulent where we can find the Luella, the ghosty, and there's Captobaria Marfin there. So our ghosty is colorful lay. And this is our Graptopetalum Ellen. Look how colorful, but it's not perfect or flawless because this is one of the problem with the Graptopetalum Ellen. It has this kind of scar. I don't know what's that. So there's water in their set because it rained last night, just like what I have said. And this is our Darly Sunshine. So what happened to this spot is that most of them have mealybugs, so I have to uproot some of them. And for the remaining, I just have these. So if you would see in the pot, there are leaves on the soil mix. So I'll be trying to propagate them through leaf propagation. But the Darly Sunshine have also a good color. But there is one ghosty here. And this one was attacked by fungus. And beside it, we have the path of Graptopetalum mendozae and a path of ghosty. And this is our Purple Delight. So Purple Delight is one of the succulents that I'm going to suggest for beginners because they are easy to take care. It's starting to get colors or have their colors. So this is my Sedum clavatum. It has big rosette, and how compact it is. It's so beautiful to look at. And look at the stress color of the Sedum clavatum. This is already locally propagated by the Benguet seller. So I bought this one from a Benguet seller. It's so pretty. And this is our Aron Pay. So it has a purplish color. So if you would notice, there are stem with cuts because I cut some of them and I will propagate them through cuttings. It's very beautiful. The purple color is very vibrant. So look at how pretty is the Sedum clavatum and our Aron Pay. So beside is our Purple Haze, which is really purple in color too. So look how pretty it is, right? So in this side, I have realized that I have put the Purple Delight, Sedum clavatum, Aron Pay, and Purple Haze, and another pot of Aron Pay, which is very pretty indeed. So it has a purplish color. And the rosette is very compact. So this pot, I did not cut this one. Only this pot. So there are lots of cuttings there if you would notice. So I love this purple haze, very nice. So this is the first time that I have seen my purple haze as pretty as this. And beside the pot of Arunpe, I have here the ghosty. But the first ghosty that we have seen is much colorful compared to this. But it's starting to get its stress color too. And this is our purple delight too. So what I did is I cut the stem and plant it there to make it more lush. But there are babies growing already. And this is a pot of Sedum clavatum. Compared to the other one, it has a smaller rosette and not stressed in color, but they're still pretty for me. And we have our Gaptoveria Marfin. If you would notice, there are cuttings there, so I cut them and then I put the rosette here. I just put it like that. So that's how I propagate my Gaptoveria Marfin. So they're okay. And beside our Gaptoveria Marfin, we have our Gaptopetalum myrni, which is also has a stress color. And this is our Sedum clavatum, another pot. So Sedum clavatum is one also of my favorite. That's why I have lots of pots, because Sedum clavatum has a sweet smell. Just like now, I can still smell it because it's early in the morning. It's around 8 o'clock. And this is our pot of ghost plant. So if you would notice, there's fungus on some of the rosette, so, and some of the leaves, or most of the leaves, have fall. But on this side, it looks beautiful because the rosette are perfect. And beside the goose plant, I have the Gaptoperia Marfin again. So the same thing what I did on the first pot is that I cut it and then put the rosette there to make it more lush. Then I have here the Luella. There is a big rosette there, and some of the rosette have stress color too. And then this is our purple delight. Look at the pinkish color, pink purplish color of the purple delight. It's pretty nice, right? And for this one, this is pot of Gaptopetalum mendicae. So what I did is I totally started over again. I cut the whole Gaptopetalum mendicae and I pot it again because the weeds cannot be removed. It's already attached to the roots. So there's a variegated one there. And this is the pot of our Gaptopetalum myrni. So this is the pot of Gaptopetalum Sedum clavatum. So this one is the one I bought from Plant Culture PH before 4 years ago. So this one comes from Korea, unlike the other one which is locally propagated from Benguet already. So this is the only Sedum clavatum that left from the Korea. So I'm trying to revive it. So hopefully it will grow more or become more lush. So this is our Gaptopetalum mendicae. If you would notice, it has more compact and smaller rosette. But this one has a bigger rosette, but it's still the same Gaptopetalum mendicae. And another part of Gaptopetalum mendicae, which has a purplish color in the middle, and on the upper part, the rosette is more smaller compared to the lower part, which has a bigger color. So on this side, I haven't done much because there's nothing to clean up more. So look at this, attacked by fungus. So this is the example of a leaf with a fungus. So Sedum clavatum is really susceptible to mealybugs and fungus. So this is our banana Phacophytum. So I did not clean up this pot because it's still very wet. So if you would see, there's still weeds on its pot. And this is our Sedum Adolphi, which doesn't have a stress color. And this is our pot of Glaucopetulum Ellen. So if you would notice, I have cut the bigger rosette also on this pot, and I potted it here. So it's a way of propagating also when we cut our succulents and pot it. Just make sure you pot it in a dry potting mix so there will be no casualty, or it will not encourage root rot or stem rot. So that's what we finished cleaning up already, the succulents in a big pot. So it took me 7 days to finish everything cleaning up except for the propagation pot that I had here. Let's go to the succulents that are in the black plant rack. So I have 7 black plant rack here in my veranda area. So I'm planning also to put Osmocote on their pot maybe next week. So this is another pot of Gusti. Look how pretty the colors. And this is my Prolifica, which has a very nice stress color. And this is my Jewel Tone, which is starting to show off also stress color. If you would notice the water on the rosette, because it just rained last night again. So just last week the sun shows up, now it's already raining again, and I'm getting really worried about my succulents. So I am happy that during the rainy season this year they were able to survive the rainy season and even the extended rainy season. Because during the month of December, as I have mentioned in my previous vlog, it's been raining every day during the December. Look how pretty the color of this Echeveria. This is Love and War. This is Roman, Echeveria Roman. This is our Pinkus. So even if I just finish cleaning up, some leaves and black leaves are starting to show up again. So this is our wedding ring. This is our Baron Bold. This is Super Bomb. This is Lucian. So Lucian quite look like a bigger version of the Sedum clavatum and the Mule. We have here the Echeveria Lemon, these two pots. Look, oh, there's another black leaf that's smooth. So and then this is the Mule. This is the Fat Beauty. Before it was so flawless, now it has been attacked by fungus. PVN. So look. So succulents are really susceptible to pests. So whenever you see something like damaged leaves, you have to remove it immediately. And this is our dark ice. If you would notice, some pot have leaves on its pot because when I'm trying to clean up the pot, some of the leaves fell. So what I did is just I put it on the same pot as a leaf propagation. Even if I just have cleaned it up, more mushy leaves are coming because it's raining again. So I'll make the video quick because the video is too. This is our peach candy. Because it's getting too long, I'm too slow in showing off the succulents. This is Echeveria Orion. This is our Aquarius. Purple champagne. I think Becca. So purple champagne Becca is quite look the same. So I'm not sure, but I think it's a purple champagne. So these are Agavoids. This is our Echeveria Lola. Another Agavoid. So this is our Echeveria Madiba. PVN. Oh no. Why? So this is our Heart Delight. This one has a beautiful stress color. This is another pot of Prolifica. It's pretty nice, right? This is our Alba Beauty. This has an offset. Pink curls. Variegated Pachyphytum. Topsy-turvy. Dusty Rose. Avocado cream, which I got. This is our peach candy. Look at the nice color. Madiba. Supreme. This is our black rose, which has a black color on the inner set. This is a leaf with a fungus, so we have to remove it so it will not contaminate the other leaves. Look at this, it has a neon pink color, so it's very pretty in person. So nice. This is my first time to see this succulent have a stress color, which is pink. So this is our aloe. It has a flower. So if you would notice, the pot is very clean from the weeds. Amabile. Hallows. This is our Echeveria Silk Veil. Kisses. Agavoid, Fire Pillar, it's also a kind of Agavoid, Noella, Heart Delight, Green Tea, I think. I'm confused with Green Tea and Miss Indio after. This is our Kira. So this is our Blue Cloud. Here once, Marble Gold, Super Balm, Green Violet, here once, Titubans, here once. If you would notice, I have lots of photo here once. So this is one of the succulent that I can recommend from beginners because it gives you lots of offsets and it's easy to take care. So this is our Becca, Bluebird, pink champagne. This is our Gaptopiria marfin, but locator said it was attacked by fungus. So this is our Agavoids Love and War. It's a big size. Fat Beauty. Jewel Tone. I'm not sure if it's missing you or tea, but it has lots of offset at the bottom. So soon I will cut the mother set to propagate it. Then the Anacampsirus. We have a big dusty rose. Propagation of here ones. On this side we have a big cactus. Aloes. Our golden barrel, our big fire pillar, our mellow cactus. So this one, it has mealybugs, so I brush it off, but there's still some remaining, so I have to spray alcohol again. And this one is aloes, and this is our kissing, Echeveria kissing. Look at the nice color. This is our big pot of cactus, aloes, and a community pot of cactus. So I have to go back and spray alcohol again in the mellow cactus. So this pot I separated from the other pots because it was infested by mealybugs. So I'm trying to remove the mealybugs first before I put them back there. So if you would notice, these Darth Vader, see, there are lots of mealybugs. Even though I scraped some of them, there are still more because it was really full of mealybugs when I find them. So there's still ants, which indicates it's mealybugs. So I have to go back here later and put alcohol on them again. So we have here another pot of purple haze. I'm planning to repot this purple haze in a bigger pot because it looks crowded there. We have Luella. I'm not sure if this is cheesecake. So another Luella, but it's a crescent form. So I'll be showing it in a more faster way so you won't get bored. So anyway, it's just an update of our succulents pot that we have cleaned up. So I'll just focus the one with a beautiful color, just like these three pots, right? Pretty nice. And of course our Chloe, my favorite. So look at this. Wow, oh, the sun is shining na. So the sun shows up. Look how pretty the red color. And this is our purple champagne. Look at the Bloody Maria. So this video is too long. So even if we clean up already, I can still see some already. Some dried leaves. So I hope you finish my video in spite of its long, so you will enjoy this video anyway, looking at my beautiful succulents. So I hope for the succulent collector too, you are having a good time of enjoying the colors of your succulent. Although I was not able to achieve their stress color during the December season, which I was expecting, because in my experience they always have the stress color during the December month. But now I did not achieve, and I was not able to look at them because of the rain. So it's also nice to see how beautiful the succulent, especially when it's clean. from dried leaves and the weeds. They are pretty much, you will appreciate more their beauty. But it's really hard to maintain a succulent garden. It really needs time and effort for you to make it more healthy and alive, especially to bring out the stress color, which we cannot control because it is the nature that makes them colorful. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you like my sharing. Thank you for watching. Please support my video. So my schedule of uploading video in my channel is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So before I was uploading every day, but I cannot accommodate it anymore because I have lots of things to do in the house. So I schedule it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So watch out for my next vlog on Wednesday. See you. I hope you enjoy my video for today. Thank you for watching. Please share my video to your family, friends, and relatives. Bye for now. See you on my next video. Bye. God bless us all. Bye.